There is a lot more than just wild animals that live in the forest and aren't known to exist until seen and documented firsthand.
There it is.
Stick around for some of the most shocking discoveries of aliens made in the woods.
Holy crap. What do you want?
It was a dark, quiet night when a resident was working at home. All of a sudden, he felt like something weird was going on in his garden. He ran outside and turned on the lights, where, upon looking around at the trees, a strange gray creature was spotted. It was there, up in a tree, scared. The source tried questioning the entity.
Holy crap. What do you want?
As soon as he said that, the creature slowly moved and disappeared.
Why are you walking away?
Was it an alien or something else? He never found out what the creature was or why it was in his tree. Shapeshifters. On October 2023, one night, a trail camera caught sight of two strange creatures. These weren't normal forest animals. They were skinny beings with bodies almost like humans. The most terrifying part? One of the creatures had something in its mouth. It was like they have caught an alien. At first, the camera showed these beings crawling on the ground like skinwalkers, but then the second trail camera showed they were walking like humans. What were these creepy crawlers? Were these aliens in shapes of humans holding their companion in mouth? Mysterious creature.
It's been unfolding for months. It's going to continue to unfold for months.
On a cold, snowy day in Alaska, an oil field worker drove to his job. He had no idea his dash cam would record something that would shock everyone. The worker was busy driving his truck through the snowy forest. Suddenly, the camera caught something hiding in the trees that the worker didn't see. There, in the snowy woods, was a huge, dark creature. It had big black arms and legs, and it was so tall. The creature was unlike anything anyone had ever seen before. It stood very still, watching the truck go by. Later, when the worker looked at the video, he got so scared that he never went that side.
It's been unfolding for months. It's going to continue to unfold for months.
The weird walker.
Oh my gosh.
Ever seen an animal that gave you the creeps? A woman somewhere in North Carolina filmed this super strange animal. It was so weird, she had to take a video. This animal had 4 legs, but it didn't walk like any animal she'd seen before. It moved in a funny, wobbly way, like it was having trouble walking. Its face was pointy and sharp, making it look even spookier. The woman couldn't believe her eyes. Turns out, this odd creature was a vampire bat. These bats are super rare and look really strange. Unidentified field intruder. One cloudy morning in Indonesia, a farmer went to check on his fields. He didn't know he was about to see something that would surprise him a lot. As the farmer walked through his field, he saw an orange-colored creature. It was moving on its hands and feet in a funny way. The farmer was very curious and started to follow it. He called out, but the creature didn't stop or look back. It just kept moving. The farmer felt scared and confused. He had never seen anything like this before. Was it a new kind of animal? Or maybe it was something magical? This strange sight raised many questions in the farmer's mind.
Capek, Cok. Ladang, memitipan lagi dia.
Spooky shadow walker.
No.
One late night, a driver was passing through the forest when he made a sudden stop to take a leak. As soon as he noticed something moving in the bushes, he took out his phone to record what he might see. Suddenly, a white shape came out of the shadows. It walked towards the man. He had never seen anything like it before. The man got so scared that he jumped back in his car and immediately left the area. Later, when he showed his video to others, some people said it might have been a skinwalker, a magical creature from old stories. The strange white shape was never seen again.
No.
Night terror.
The heck is that? Oh my god.
A local man was recording strange sounds and movement in the deep bushes during the night. He was worried, thinking it might be an animal playing in the bushes, but the reality was far scarier. From behind the bushes, a strange and terrifying creature appeared, which looked human-like. In fact, the creature was a skinwalker who had been hiding in the bushes. The creature stared at him with glowing eyes, as if it was intensely observing him. Upon seeing this scene, the man was horrified and ran away quickly, fleeing for his life. But what was the skinwalker doing in the bushes at that time of night, and where did it come from? What do you think it might be?
The heck is that? Oh my god.
Humanoid creature. In Jharkhand state of India, two people were riding their bikes along a quiet road when they encountered something strange. They spotted a white humanoid creature from a distance that resembled a human figure but had no face or eyes. Terrified, they saw it walking like a human but clearly not human. They quickly stopped their bikes and tried to capture the creature on their phones. As the creature turned around and stared at them, they wondered if it might be an alien. But what exactly was that humanoid creature? What do you think it might be? Yul on live stream.
Minta doanya teman-teman, serius saya minta doanya nih. Unik ini. Saya baru kali.
A YouTuber's adventure in the forest turned into a spooky encounter during a live stream. As soon as he started filming, he spotted something that gave him goosebumps. Two strange figures were hiding behind trees. Though scared, the brave YouTuber crept closer to get a better look. He wondered they were a Yule. Feeling nervous, he started saying holy words to protect himself. When he tried to grab one of them, they both ran away super fast. The YouTuber looked everywhere, but the mysterious beings had disappeared without a trace.
Ini perempuan, ini cewek kayaknya, ini cewek ini. Yang satu ini cewek kayaknya. Allahumma sholli ala Muhammad.
Shocking encounter.
Focus.
A local was walking his dog by the forest when he made an astonishing discovery. The dog suddenly ran towards him. He saw a body lying, which looked to be an alien. Nearby, a black UFO hovered just above the ground. It seemed to be waiting for the alien's rescue to take it back to space. The man ran out of the forest and posted the video online. What happened next is a mystery, with no one knowing if the aliens escaped or if the authorities found anything.
Focus.
Tiny creature. An explorer's journey into a forest led to a bizarre discovery. As he went deeper into the wild, a scary figure popped up. Peeking out from behind a tree was a small, black figure. It looked almost human, but not quite. Its arms were thin, and its face was oddly big. The explorer wondered if it might be a tiny alien hiding in the woods. He quickly backed away. The creature disappeared as fast as it had appeared. The explorer kept this encounter to himself, afraid no one would believe his story. He often wondered about the mysterious being in the forest. Was it an alien or something else? What do you think? What it was? Alien in woods. It was early in the early morning when a wildlife photographer ventured into the forest. As he focused his lens, an alien-like figure appeared, standing just feet away. It had a tall and thin body. Stayed there for a brief moment. His camera captured the strange being, but before he could react, it took a few steps and vanished behind the trees, leaving him frozen in disbelief. Knowing that no one would believe him about his claim, he shared the video online, have recorded the unexpected. Bled out extraterrestrial. In Vietnam, one morning, a local man took his dog for a hike on a forested mountain. The dog led him up a mountain path into the forest. Deep in the forest, the man discovered an injured body on the ground, missing a leg. Shaking, he took a picture with his phone. Then he heard a loud, scary noise. The man got so afraid that he ran away fast. When he came back 2 days later, the body was gone. He kept wondering what happened to the body but never found out. Mysterious intruder.
Yeah, there it is. Whoa, there it is.
On a night in May 2012, a power outage led to an unexpected encounter. A man stepped outside his house hoping to find out why the lights were off. From the nearby shrubs, a green head peeked out. It had huge eyes and a long, strange-shaped head. The man couldn't believe it. An alien right in his yard. Scared, he ran back inside. But the fear wasn't over. Doors started opening and closing by themselves. It seemed the alien was using its powers to frighten him.
What was that? Holy shit!
He called the police for help, but by the time they arrived, the alien had vanished without a trace.
Yeah, there it is. Whoa, there it is.
Red eyes. In 1996, locals of a small town in Brazil had a day that they would never forget. One sunny morning in Varginha, Brazil, a local went inside nearby woods. There he saw a small gray figure still on the ground. It had red big eyes, having the fear of the unknown. The recorder left the area as soon as he could after documenting evidence. As news spread, more and more locals came to see it. Meanwhile, authorities came and took the body with them, leaving behind a big mystery. Varginha was never the same after its strange visitor from the stars. Hidden threats. Late one night, a team of explorers ventured into a dark forest to investigate a crashed UFO. As they neared the crash site, something moved in the trees. One explorer shone his flashlight, revealing it was an alien staring at them. When they tried to get closer, the alien vanished. They swept their lights around, but it was gone. Suddenly, out of nowhere, the alien ambushed them. The explorers' exciting search had turned into a terrifying encounter. No one knows what happened next. Scary face. A farmer heard strange noises outside his farm one night. He went to check with his flashlight. Suddenly, a scary face popped out of the shrubs. It looked at the farmer in shock, as if it had seen something from another world. The farmer thought it must be an alien, if not some paranormal creature, ever perhaps even a possessed gorilla. Scared, he ran outside to seek help from the villagers. But they all could not find the alien. No one was sure whether it was hidden somewhere or went back to space. Forest crawling mystery. On October 26, 2023, in a forest, a creepy figure got caught on a trail camera fixed by a hunter. In it, they saw a white shape moving on both its feet and arms. At first, they thought it might be a skinwalker, but as they saw a better look of it, it looked like an alien, as it had an elongated face with wide eyes. No one knew for sure what the creature was. None of the other trail cameras or even hunters in that area reported to having seen such an entity ever before. Alien in jungle. A YouTuber took his drone to explore a jungle. As the drone neared a cliff, he thought it was a great spot to film. He flew it deeper into the woods. Suddenly, something strange appeared on the screen. As the drone got closer, a strange figure appeared that looked like a gray alien, just like in the movies. Scared the alien might harm his drone, he quickly flew it back. He left the jungle in a hurry. Later, he shared the video online. It caused a stir on the internet, with people debating if it was an alien or a ghost. Invisible forest giant. One traveler discovered something incredibly spooky. He was exploring a haunted forest when he set up a trail camera for a day. The next day, when he reviewed the footage, he was completely shocked. A mysterious creature appeared out of nowhere, moved from one tree to another. It looked somewhat like a person, but was incredibly tall. As the tall creature moved from one tree to the next, it suddenly vanished when it reached the second tree. What do you think what it was? A spirit of an alien? Share your thoughts with us. Sasquatch Scare. On a dark, twisty road, a truck driver had no idea he was about to drive right past something super scary. It was May 30th, 2024, and the truck was rumbling through tree-lined road late at night. Suddenly, his truck's dash camera caught a scary figure. Hidden behind some trees was a giant Sasquatch. As the truck turned the corner, the camera caught the Sasquatch moving backwards, like it was trying to hide. Lucky for the driver, he didn't see the monster. He never knew how close he came to meeting a real-life monster that night. But the truck owner did saw the footage and asked the driver not to pass by that place again. Teleported dog, move down. One dark night, a dad took his little girl for a walk near their home. He started recording her on his phone as she ran around having fun. But then, something really strange showed up in the video. As the girl ran back to her dad, out of nowhere, a dog-like creature appeared and started chasing the girl, jumping really high and far. The creepiest part came next. When the girl ran behind a tree, it just disappeared. Her dad quickly took his daughter and ran back. Was the dog teleported, or it was something else? Floating spirit. In 2020, late one night, a traveler was walking through the thick forest. His camera was on, filming everything he saw. Suddenly, his flashlight showed there, sitting on a big rock, was a girl in a white dress. But this was no ordinary girl. As the traveler's light shined on her, something really weird happened. The girl started to float. She lifted right off the ground. Then, the traveler's light started to flicker. When it came back on, the floating girl was gone. Wondering if it was a spirit, he ran back as fast as he could and decided never to come back. Jungle Rake Pit. A hiker was passing through a trail in a forest where, after reports of scary abnormal creatures were made, he decided to investigate. Just after taking a few steps, he heard a scary noise coming from a deep hole in the ground. The hole was covered with logs. When the cameraman peeked in, he saw a scary creature looked almost like a rake. He was so shocked that he dropped everything and ran all the way home. For many days after, the cameraman couldn't stop thinking about what he saw in the jungle pit. He never went back to that part of the forest again, always wondering if the strange creature was still there. Strange yellow figure.
Oh, man.
A family was driving through the woods. They got super excited when they saw a big moose eating grass near the road. They started filming the moose with his phone. But then, something really weird happened. Behind the moose, a light yellow figure appeared. It looked like a person, but it moved in a super strange way. The figure was jumping and leaping around almost like it was dancing. The weirdest part? The moose didn't even seem to notice it. It didn't make a sound and no one could figure out what it was or where it had come from. What do you think this mysterious figure could have been?
Oh, man.
Bigfoot caught! It was the last day of hunters. In a sunny afternoon, one of the hunters set his blinds up near Elk Wallow. Suddenly, one of them pointed at a tree. They saw a big black shadow. They thought it was a ghost. But it was furry. It's Bigfoot, someone said. They quickly started recording it. It was trying to hide behind the tree. Then, in a blink, it vanished. No one saw where it went. The hunters were so surprised they forgot all about looking for other animals. Instead, they packed up and went home, wondering about the mysterious furry giant they had seen in the forest. Rake Revealed. Some workers at a construction site had a night they would never forget. Late one night, they heard weird sounds. They wanted to know what was making the noise, so they set up a camera. They turned off all the lights except for the one on the camera. When they looked at the video later, they saw a big, white, scary creature moving around in the light. Seemed like finding a place to hide. They wondered if an alien had come there. They quickly turned on the camera and left the site from the back gate. The construction site stayed empty till the mysterious alien was found. Mysterious rake. Late night, the campers camping in a forest caught a weird being on camera. There, in the middle of the trees, a humanoid figure was standing still in the dark. Just his eyes were glowing and an elongated face shape could be seen. Looked almost like an alien. They wondered if it was left there by accident, as many UFO sightings have been reported near the forest, or if it was a rake. Whatever it was, it left behind a bigger mystery. Is it just a rake or something even bigger? A spooky night. One wildlife photographer had a night he would never forget in a dark, mysterious jungle. Late night, as he came out of the car to take pictures of animals that come out at night. As he waited, he saw a white figure moved in the green bushes in front of him. At first, he thought it was an animal, but when he looked closer, it was an alien. Had big dark eyes and gray skin. Its strange, scary face made him so afraid that he started his car and drove away fast. Misty Shadow. A trail camera near the field captured a scary abduction. A man was seen running into the fields as if someone was chasing him. Suddenly, a misty shadow appeared running behind him and jumped on him. As soon as it jumped, both of them got disappeared. Afterward, when reports of a missing man spread, the camera was finally found along with this clip. It seemed to be an evil spirit that chased him as a target, with no reports of the man in the video ever coming back. Bigfoot Encounter. A wildlife photographer went inside a restricted area where sightings of Bigfoot have been made. As he reached along a canal, he witnessed something extraordinary that would become a memorable part of his shoot. He saw a creature resembling a human, covered in large brown fur. The creature walks on its hands and feet. Sometimes it would head towards the trees, and other times return to the canal to play in the water. A few moments later, it climbed up a tree to a considerable height. It was a Bigfoot, which he managed to capture during its soothing moments. Abandoned tribe.
I lived here for going on 7 years.
Some explorers ventured into an abandoned tribal area. As they walked through the woods, they spotted a dark figure standing perfectly still. At first, they thought it was just a tree trunk, but as they got closer, they realized it was a human-like figure, frozen in place. It seemed to be pretending to be invisible. Was this an alien trying to hide? They wondered why it would be in an abandoned tribe. Maybe aliens were planning to take over the area. Scared and confused, the explorers quickly left.
I lived here for going on 7 years.
Strange crawler. A family was driving through an open field. Suddenly, the driver saw a stranger creature crawling there. Shocked, he applied the brakes immediately. They all saw a strange human-like figure was crawling on its hands and feet. At first, he thought it was a person playing a prank, dressed in a weird costume. But as the creature drew closer, its twisted movements and silence terrified them. They wondered it was an alien or might be a skinwalker. They got so frightened that they sped away from there. Terrifying encounter. One dark night, a family was on a long drive. Suddenly, they saw something strange in the green bushes on the right side of the road. The driver slowed down the car to take a better look. A weird-looking creature jumped out of the bushes and started running towards their car in a weird way. The driver quickly drove away. Everyone in the car was very scared. They felt it might be an alien or a spirit changing its form to scare them. Mountain Encounter. One morning, a hiker who was excited to see the beauty of the jungle and maybe spot some animals was heading towards a beautiful jungle and climbing a mountain. Suddenly, he spotted a black, scary creature coming down from the mountain. It looked like either a Bigfoot or a large monkey. He quickly took out his camera and recorded a glimpse of the strange creature on his phone. This brief sighting made the entire trail seem even more terrifying, causing him to become even more frightened. Forest mystery. One early morning in forest, a cyclist was riding his bike along a quiet forest path. Little did he know, something strange was about to happen. As the cyclist pedaled along, a scary creature was sitting near a tree just a few feet from the path. It moved in a way that looked very dangerous, but the cyclist didn't see it at all. He just kept riding his bike, enjoying the morning air. The creature watched as the man cycled by. Nobody ever found out what it was or why it was there that day. The cyclist never knew how close he came to something so strange. Bigfoot sighting.
Sí.
One afternoon, children were playing football in a grassy field. Suddenly, one child noticed a large, black-haired creature in the tall grass, sitting and watching them like a human. The child warned the others, and they saw the creature, which was actually a Bigfoot. Terrified, the children began screaming as the creature approached them. They ran away, crying and screaming as the Bigfoot moved closer. The children run away the scene, shaken by the encounter. Mystery in Black. One night, a man was driving home from work when he saw something strange in a bushy area. He spotted a weird black creature with large black hairs. The creature's upper body was covered in long black hairs, and it was walking straight like a human. The man took out his phone and captured it. He couldn't see the creature's face because it was covered with dense big black hairs. Was it a person or a ghost? What do you think that creature was, and where was it going? Alien discovery. One night, a local in the Amazon rainforest found an unknown creature lifeless on the riverbank. The creature looked very frightening, with large teeth, and it was evidence that it seemed to have come from space. The local captured the creature on his phone. No one knew where the creature had come from or what it was. Was it an accidental arrival, or was it sent intentionally? The mystery of the creature's origin remains unsolved. Skinwalker Confrontation.
Oh, freak!
A boy was walking across a bridge in the forest when he saw something strange. At first he thought it was a white cow behind the trees, but he was wrong. Suddenly, a pale human-like creature started running wildly towards him on all fours. The boy started running as fast as he could and barely made it home safely. Later, when he watched the video he took, he got even more scared. He realized it might have been a skinwalker or an alien. He decided never to cross that scary bridge again.
Oh, freak!
Gluing ease. In a dark night in September 2014, a wildlife researcher went into the woods to do some research. He set out some meat and started filming, not knowing he was about to capture something really strange. As the clock struck 9 p.m., things got super weird. He slowly moved his camera around in the dark. Suddenly, a creature with glowing eyes appeared right in front of him. But before he could even blink, the creature vanished. It didn't run away, it just popped up and then disappeared, as if by magic. Midnight Encounter.
Siento no.
On June 11, 2006, two men encountered a strange creature while walking through the forest. Not knowing something strange was waiting for them, they spotted a weird gray creature sitting in the bushes with its head down. Just when it felt someone was watching it, the creature turned and looked right at them, its eyes glowing so bright they looked like light bulbs in the dark. They were not sure whether they have seen an alien or it was a skinwalker. They just run away, leaving a mystery behind. Skinwalkers vs. Boys. Ever seen a battle between skinwalkers and humans? A group of brave boys captured skinwalkers in a desolate place at midnight. As soon as the boys approached, the three skinwalkers, who had human-like bodies but strange faces, sometimes moves toward the boys, then retreat in fear or change their appearances. In reality, this strange behavior was because one of the skinwalkers was injured. The others were trying to protect their partner by shifting shapes and scaring the boys. What do you think these creatures were? Were they skinwalkers or were they shapeshifters? Midnight Apparition. As per the daily routine, a local was going home at night, suddenly stopped his car and saw sitting behind a tree not far from the road was a woman. She wore a white dress and had long, open hair. But something wasn't right. She sat completely still, like a statue. Without a second thought, he hurried away from the place. Was this woman a ghost haunting that night? Or was there another explanation for this scary encounter? What's your take on it? Open discussion. A group of tourists went on a boat ride expecting a peaceful day. As they neared the shore, they saw something odd on a tree. What looked like people to be dressed the same were some monstrous-looking beings making their way at the top of the tree. Animals gathered around the tree as if they sensed something different about the visitors. They didn't stop to look closer. They quickly moved on, leaving the scene behind. What happened to those mysterious beings? No one knows. The strange sighting left the people wondering who or what those visitors really were.